Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and never miss an update from Latestly.
So when we come to this term diva, what exactly this term means and how it has evolved, especially when it comes to India, because we are being seen as a very serious nation when it comes to beauty, and when I say beauty, inside out, but we are specifically talking about the term diva and how it has helped India have its own stamp on the international map.
I feel like today diva is considered to be unapologetically and unabashedly you. Previously in the 90s and 2000s, I think it was more of elegance, it was more of poise. But today women are out there just going out there and conquering the world. They may be unfiltered while having dignity, having that poise and that elegance, not hurting, demeaning or demoralizing anyone, but just having that fearlessness, fierceness, and going out there with a straight mindset that I just want to change the world. And they're very unfiltered today, they're just so confident in themselves. So today diva is just being you with that fire in yourself.
I second that totally.
Yes.
Sorry that I cut you.
No. Please continue.
Yeah, I think I second that. Being you and embracing your true self. Like, be authentic, be out there. And a diva is somebody who's fierce, bold to take life and challenges, take on every challenge and make the most out of it. That's the journey of life we're on, right? There's so many experiences that happen our way, so many opportunities. Like, make the best, be a diva, and on the way, motivate and empower others to be that too. A real diva is somebody who can really, truly help the other person become their best self as well.
Yes, and I believe...
Yeah, go ahead.
Adding up to both these gorgeous ladies, I believe that beauty pageants like Miss Diva gives us the extreme platform to exhibit our talents and personalities, and to also gives us a voice for being voice to the voiceless, and to the voiceless and for the unheard people, and it gives us empowerment and power to live our life with a flow. And it's not only about a gateway for Bollywood, it's definitely about whatever field you choose in your life.
Right.
Because I've seen, if we all see the past beauty queens, then their history is all about either being doctors, engineers, IAS officers, or even being superstars in Bollywood and Hollywood. So I think it's all about embracing yourself, believing in your strengths, and making the most of the establishment you get from beauty pageant. And it's more about not only looking beautiful, but feeling beautiful and being confident about your advocacy, and making sure that you play a very important part by getting that voice and changing the world.
Like being beauty with a purpose.
Yes.
Having something that's bigger than just you,
Yes.
and trying to create that difference in the world.
And I believe we all are having purpose in our lives, but
Yes.
through pageants, I came to know my ultimate purpose of life.
And
I
you can
think,
amplify that message,
yes,
right?
because
Across the
we
board.
get the voice, we get the
Yes.
platform to talk about and spread the awarenesses about the things which plays a very important part in our lives, society, and the nations.
You've touched upon a very, very important aspect here, which is Bollywood. I mean, if not exactly, that is not the roadmap of success, so to speak. Not just success, but of course it gives you a voice, a platform like no other, because Bollywood is seen as an entity in itself on the world platform where you can quickly catch people by their eyeball, so to speak. So in that sense, if not Bollywood, then what exactly, how would you see the path?
So my purpose of life, which I have realized by exploring myself from Femina, is that I want to represent my country internationally, whether it's through beauty pageant, whether it's through acting or modeling. And beside that, I'm a student of public administration, and I believe that being youth of my country, it's very important for us to play a very important part in our economic and political system of our country. And I got to learn great new things about my country, the laws, the execution and judiciary, and I think the future definitely lies in our hands. So we need to be in the system if we want to change the system.
And as Harnaaz earlier said, that this is not a gateway
Yes.
to get into Bollywood. and it's about being beauty with a purpose, as I mentioned earlier. So you can do anything. You can foray your life into any field and do your best there, make a difference. Like for me, I really think I'm on a mission to transform the financial landscape of India, and I'm going to continue to do that. And even Bollywood, for that matter, it's changing, it's transforming. It's such a dynamic industry, and I'm so happy that today, women like Radhika Apte, who may not be the most beautiful, like she's beautiful, she's unapologetically herself. That's what makes her beautiful, and her work, her talent screams, it speaks volumes, right?
Yes.
So Bollywood is changing and realizing that, and I think beauty pageants are too. So beauty is subjective, and for us to be in Bollywood is one way we can go, and I think all of us would love that opportunity.
Yes.
But we're out there to go in whichever field that we want to be and make the most out of it.
Yes.
And most people generally, when it comes to beauty pageant, the conventional norm is that they talk about the exterior. I mean, how you groom yourself, what the body language should be, your etiquettes, correct poise, posture, everything, language. But when it comes to modulating or sort of tweaking your personality inside out, it has to do with energy as well. So in that sense, how do you work? Because it's the energy that radiates at the end of the day and resonates with whoever is watching you. So how does one work on oneself in that regard?
I think it's very important for us to calm ourselves and to take care of our mind and soul and body, because this all works in tandem. But also I meditate a lot, and this is one of my strengths. I've always been patient, because patience is the success to key, and you need to be a great observer. You need to have that power to learn, unlearn and relearn. You need to be a quick learner and a good listener, because that's the way you can inculcate all the important things and knowledge in your life, because knowledge is never enough. And if I talk about beauty pageants, it's not only about being glamorous or looking beautiful, it's about how many things you can add up into your personality. From femina till now, from being a girl next door to becoming a woman, I have realized that I have added a lot of new things into my personality, the personality and the aura which I was always obsessed for, or I dreamt of, and I'm still in the process of becoming a woman. So it's all about the ideology. It's all about how you think and how you take things in your life, because I personally think that one quote can change your day, and that one day can change your whole life. So the vibes, the energies are all give and take. So you need to feel positive, you need to be positive. If you want to be positive, you have to send those energies to each one of us, and I think I can sense the positive and amazing energies from these beautiful girls, and that's what making me feel myself and express my ideology in front of you.
Yeah, and I think beauty is more than what catches the eye.
Yeah.
We often hear that, but it truly is. When somebody walks in a room, their energy takes over way before you even look at them and just their exterior. And you can always mask the exterior, but not what's in here. So a beauty queen like Maharani Gayatri Devi, she is the epitome of grace.
Yeah.
She's the epitome of, and she's created change. She's revolutionized the world. So I really feel like beauty in that aspect is so much more than the exterior. Your energy, your aura, everything you stand for comes with you as a package deal, and everyone can sense that energy. I'm big on that.
And adding up to
go ahead.
And adding up to what Sona has said, that beauty definitely catches your eyes, but it's the personality that catches your heart. So you need to feel beautiful. You need to just
100%.
embrace the way you are. And trust me, we all are not perfect, and I think it's just the confidence what we have inside us which made us enough.
Belief,
It's about
dare to
believing
dream
yourself,
and believe you can do it.
You can
and life
do
is
it,
a mirror,
trust
you
me.
know, life is a mirror. So give to the world the best you have, and
Yes.
that's what's gonna come back to you.
Just
That's
take every
beautiful.
challenge
Yeah.
in your life and just make the most of every challenge, because there's always a lesson behind that. So it's upon us how we want to take those lessons in our life. And I think success and failure both plays a very important part in our life. Failure definitely teaches us how to come back stronger and never give up. But at the same time, success teaches us how to handle the success and maintain the success. So I think all of us are really like grateful for getting the opportunity to represent ourselves and also to represent our country at international level. And I'm looking forward to make the most out of it and make my country, India, proud.
Oof, to me, beauty pageants is a representation of yourself. To me, it's no more about grace. To me, it's no more about poise or elegance. It's about being unapologetically you. I think we've become progressive individuals and we've realized that it's more than just the outer beauty. It's about confidence. It's about fearlessness. It's about your vision. It's more than just what your eye perceives it to be.
Everything that you bring to the
It's about that. I think who decides what beauty is? It's more than just that now. And I think beauty pageants let you, as Lara ma'am has said, it lets you foray into any field. Not just Bollywood, entrepreneurship, humanitarianism, leadership, every single field. It makes you that woman who is unstoppable. It gives you a representation to show the world what power you bring, what power you inculcate. And that is what beauty pageant stands for. Like, we've had incredible women all around the journey. And ऐसे नहीं कि जीत गए तो अभी बॉलीवुड में पिक्चर मिल जाए, ऐसे थोड़ी ना होता है. We've had such incredible women who've really worked hard, yet they're waiting for their Bollywood debut. So it's about just putting yourself out there to the world, showcasing your talent, showcasing yourself, and then finding your own journey. That is what it is. It's just a platform to represent yourself and your skill set.
You obviously represent a generation. I mean, we live in the day and age of social media, and I'm sure all of us, including you, are on social media, and there is a standard of beauty that is set by the visuals that we see there. So vis-a-vis what you have achieved, do you feel that this platform is, of course, 10,000 times more than just in Instagram or Facebook? So in that sense, would you like to send some message out there for the girls out there who can perhaps redefine beauty for themselves? That beauty, we know what beauty can be, but what beauty is definitely not. So can we start on
Well, I believe we live in the black hole of technology, and we're living in 21st century where social media definitely plays a very important part in our life. But it depends upon us how we want to take it. Like, I make sure that each and every post that I put on my feed is enough encouraging and empowering for all the individuals who are following me or scrolling through my profile, because either we can uplift the whole society and make them feel comfortable in their own skins, or we can suppress them by making them uncomfortable in their own skins. I mean, it's just about our perspective. It's about how we use the resources in our lives. And I think it's very important for us to uplift each another, to make them realize the purpose of their life, and for the youth especially to understand the meaning of struggles and failures. It's just not the end of your life. It's just one bad day. You need to stand back taller because you know you gotta do it and you can make it happen. Just keep believing in yourself and uplift each other, because we all are humans in the end of the day, and we have the powers to help each other, and we all are already having the superpower to help and heal each other. So let's make the most out of it.
And beauty is acceptance.
Yeah.
I think one thing that social media has done for us, it's given people a platform to amplify their message, right? And I see every day that the idea of beauty slowly is changing. We're having that conversation that beauty is not a certain way, and one conversation can drive a change. So I'm glad that's happening. But beauty is an acceptance of who you are and who you're not, and either way you're perfect. So be out there, be yourself. And as Ritika said, like, really embracing your flaws, just wearing them as your armor. And once you accept them, once you accept your flaws, no one can use them against you. So they're your power.
Yes. Yeah, beauty is not perfect. You are beautiful, and that is beauty. Always just believing in yourself that God made you beautiful for a reason, and don't let the world tell you otherwise. Social media, and at the same time, I want to acknowledge the fact that today social media and each one of us are accepting beauty, but at the same time creating a ton of insecurities, because everyone's so perfect on social media. How is her hair perfect? How is her this perfect? How is her that perfect? But I just want to say, who decides what perfect is? You know, just because there's this preconceived notion, I'm just going to say it like, you know, fair skin is pretty, or like dark skin is pretty, or this is pretty and that is not pretty. You know, just do you. Do you, and that's all you need to do. Let the world do whatever it has to. Let the world say whatever it has to. You be progressive. Tomorrow when you have children, tell them what you feel. And that's where progression begins. Progression starts with you. Our families, our parents, our grandparents had a different notion of beauty. And today it's changing. I myself have changed the meaning of beauty in my mind. And that itself is encouraging my mom to change her definition of beauty. So I think it's a chain which keeps on going, and that shouldn't stop.
And I'll just add one thing. Whatever you see on social media, even us for that matter, like
so
it's
different.
makeup, it's hundreds of filters, and you're still, you know,
Exactly.
out there. We're not perfect. So nobody is perfect. Believe in yourself. Everyone has stretch marks, by the way. Everyone has scars. We have
True.
all sorts of imperfections. Don't define your idea of beauty based on like a filtered Photoshop image.
Exactly.
Just be confident the way you are.
And that's gonna outshine everything else.
Yes.
It's not just the saying like try it.
Trust me, it's about being yourself, being real to yourself, because just embrace the way you are. Makeup definitely not makes you, I mean, it's not only making you look beautiful, it's just encouraging, enhancing your features, and each and every individual in the society is equally beautiful, because God's creation can never be ugly. It's us who has decided the meaning of beauty. So it's very important for us to understand the meaning of beauty.
Ladies, we are going to conclude this whole
Yes.
segment with a very interesting task that you guys have to do within yourself, which is like,
Bring it on.
of course, beauty pageant is all about celebrating beauty and who you are, outside as well as inside. But of course, we know it is also about challenging the minds and
Yes.
getting the innovative ideas every single time and knowing who you really are. So I give you a chance, each one of you. Without answering, you just have to ask one challenging question to each one of you that can really challenge them, without putting them in an autopilot mode, which generally happens in interviews. So here we go, right? Go ahead, yes.
Who do I have to ask?
Both.
Both of them.
A question that can really challenge them.
A common question.
Ooh. What has been the greatest sacrifice that you've made?
I think for me it's about sacrificing my comfort zone and my own health. I mean, I was still recovering with my ulcers which I had in my stomach, but at the same time I knew it's now or never, and for me that was a big sacrifice for me, I think. And I feel so strong right now because I overcame that thing, and I know that I can do better no matter what's happening in my life. If I want to achieve it, I have to do it right now. So that's what I feel.
Wow.
The next question?
To Sonal?
Yeah.
Ooh, to Sonal it would be... How do you plan on bringing the changing the financial situation of women in our country?
Great question there. I think it's very important to provide opportunities and awareness, and helping women understand that they can make the choice. A lot of times we are restricted by the glass ceiling that we're all put behind, or like the stereotypes. So empowering women to break through those stereotypes, defining their whole life. And right now I'm a co-founder of crypto financial institutions. So using a platform of that aspect, of that sort, I really want to provide the opportunities, job opportunities, and even opportunities for women to get like passive income. And with that comes the ability to make choices and recreate your life.
Wow. Ooh, I've got my answer.
My question back to Ritika would be that what is that one thing you would like to sacrifice to achieve your dreams in future?
Ah, that's a tough one. What would I like to
Sacrifice.
I would like to sacrifice the... Ooh, I can't even think of it. Sacrifice what? I'm ready to sacrifice everything for the goals I have, except family. I feel like I've always had this passion, this zest, this drive to conquer the world, and I'm ready to to me, I don't believe in sacrifices. I'll just get to the point. I don't believe in sacrifices. I believe it's part of my growth. I believe everything that I do is part of my growth, and I call it my growth. The struggles, the challenges, and the sacrifices I make are part of my growth process. So everything that is inculcated in that process is taking me towards my goal. So that's not a sacrifice.
Okay,
That is
that's a
not a
wonderful
sacrifice.
answer. And my question to Sonal would be that one, if you get 30 seconds to understand or empower the youth for the economic condition of our country, what would you say or how would you empower them?
I think the youth today is more opinionated than ever, and I think that's amazing that we're having conversations of change, but know what you want to change and how you'd like to do it, and have actions back that up.
Yeah.
So I would empower the youth to really be out there, take the risk, take those actions, and believe in yourself. Because if you can believe in yourself, you know, if you think you can or if you think you can't, you're either way right. So believe in yourself and just take on. Like, you're either gonna get a learning out of it, a lesson, or you're gonna be like,
Because
taking
we are the
It's
future
gonna be
of our
the sky,
country,
yeah.
so we need to definitely understand the meaning
100%.
of playing a very important part of in economic and political system of our country. So that's a wonderful answer. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you, Ritika.
And with that, you get the opportunity.
Come
Any
on.
questions?
okay.
You can ask us fun questions too, right?
That's up to her.
Yeah, okay, Ritika, I think, you know, we've been talking about all day, like how you want to be a superstar.
Yes.
What if that doesn't happen for you? What do you think is gonna be, you know, your reaction, or like how would you like go about it?
Everyone in the audience just went like, ouch, oops. I believe life has a plan. For everything you do, there's God, and I believe in destiny. Till date, wherever I have reached, God's taken me there. So I believe in Him. Whatever He does, I have no regrets, no guilt. Wherever He takes me, I'm going to go there because He got me in the world, and He's going to take me away. So full faith. There's no like regret, of course, but I've always believed किसी चीज़ को पूरी दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात में उसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. So for the past 19 years, it's been like that, and I'm here today.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'm one step closer. But if not, I'm sure He has a better plan for me.
For sure. Yeah. How about that? Okay, Harnaaz.
Always having a positive attitude and seeing things with a silver lining are a key. So
For sure, surrender to the process
Yeah.
and see where life takes you.
Takes
right?
you, absolutely.
You can't ever
Yeah.
define
your
Yes.
journey.
True.
And for Harnaaz, let me think. I think you've been very strict with your diet. You know, you've really been, you've put yourself like to this strict routine and discipline. How do you do it? And what is that driving force that keeps you going? Because I know it's hard.
Well, it's very tough, like being a Punjabi, I cannot like stop eating. But at the same time, my mom tells me this thing that I have a very strong willpower, and if I want to do it, no matter what's happening around the world, I will make it happen. And
That's
I'm
the
always
spirit.
focused, always steadfast towards achieving my goals. And I think that what makes me keep on thinking that okay, you need to be the best for yourself, not to impress others, and that's how I take care of myself. But I eat a lot. It's just I eat healthy only.
Looking at the bigger picture.
And yes, I
Eyes
love
on the prize.
sweets. I love to
Yeah.
eat sweets, so I compensate that.
Rasmalai, if I'm not
I
wrong.
love jalebis.
What was that thing you ordered that day? Rasmalai, no?
It was
No,
cheese
Faluda,
Faluda, yes,
Faluda.
Faluda and jalebis. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know when to stop. I know when to focus on myself. So no matter what's happening, I will achieve my goals.
To get that discipline.
Now this is going to be the guidebook for the next beauty pageant.
Faluda.
Nothing out of syllabus. Trust me, nothing out of syllabus. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
Thank you
for
and all the
having
best
us.
for your future journey.
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thank you so much.